Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, April 21st, 2025, we're dissecting BTCUSD, looking at both the latest news and the charts to understand what's driving Bitcoin's price. Recent news indicates Bitcoin is holding steady around $85,000, but macro uncertainty persists due to potential tariffs and inaction from the Federal Reserve. Also, volatility indicators suggest a potential big move for both XRP and BTC, mirroring patterns seen in late 2024, according to CoinDesk. Now, let's jump into the charts. Looking at the daily chart, we can see Bitcoin had a huge run-up to $73,000 in March of 2024, then had a big pullback into the 60s, and then rallied back to touch 70K again, before a larger correction into the 50K range. We also see multiple attempts to break above 70K. The bulls and the bears are in a tug-of-war right now. We're now trading around $64,952.92, struggling to break above resistance. If Bitcoin can break above $70,000 again, it could signal a strong bullish continuation, potentially targeting previous highs near $73,000. However, if Bitcoin fails to hold its current levels, we could see a further drop towards support levels around $60,000, then 50K if that were to break. That 50K price level roughly lines up with the lowest low since this chart started in December 2023. These are the key levels to keep an eye on in the short term. Traders could also look at shorter time frames such as 1 hour or 15-minute to identify entries in particular directions. Now, let's switch over to the 1-hour chart for a zoomed-in more detailed view. Here on the 1-hour chart, we can see BTCUSD is essentially trading sideways. Let's zoom in on a more interesting region of the 1-hour chart, say from April 16th to 18th, to really narrow down. Looking at the 1-hour chart between April 16th and 18th, we can see lots of attempts to break out in either direction, but so far mostly going sideways. In the short term, if you're looking to trade long, you might be waiting for a break to above $65,500, and to trade short, a break below $62,000 could be an entry to consider. Zooming in even further, let's look at the 15-minute chart from those same dates. On the 15-minute chart, we can see extreme chop and a lot of indecision from the market. The price wicks in both directions frequently, not holding any particular direction. It appears that it may not be an easy time to trade at the moment. Zooming back out to the 1-day chart now. Based on the current patterns, Bitcoin could realistically reach $73,000 again within the next few months, 60% likelihood, assuming positive market sentiment and no major negative news events. A break below $60,000 is also very possible, 40% likelihood, particularly if the Federal Reserve takes a more hawkish stance or if there are significant regulatory setbacks. The key is to monitor these price levels and adjust your trading strategy accordingly. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to Explain the Charts for more content.